Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahashem, YAHWH, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which would consist of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children, that may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahashem, YAHWH. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson speaking on the other end of the arch enemy of Yasha'Allah, which would be none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the chief house of Esau, okay, which would be Amalek, all right, which consists of these international banking families, these small hats, all right, these filthy rich families like the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers, and the list goes on. And ultimately, the scriptures tell us, okay, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai told us through Moses, all right, to remember these people, man. And that ultimately, when we're at rest, they're going to receive that righteous recompense, man. That's written. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, we're going to prove that. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the first scripture I want to get into is, let's go straight there to Deuteronomy, chapter 25. In verse 17, and it reads, "Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when you were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not." Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Right, there was a point where we needed to cut through Esau's land, and he wouldn't let us do it. I believe it was called the King's Highway. He wouldn't let us pass. You see, ultimately, this damn demon, when we were making our way out of Egypt, he was attacking the elderly, okay, the weak and feeble, the young, and having no mercy, man. See, this is why, pursuing to James, okay, this man's going to receive no mercy. Why? Because mercy rejoiceth in judgment. You see, so when the tables turn, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 25th chapter, there will be no mercy given. There will be no mercy shown. And pursuant to the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary, Esau, Edom, is the only neighboring city of the Israelites that received no mercy from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai himself, man. You see, so that's going to play out. Okay, in the eon to come. Okay, let's blow this up, because here's the point. Deuteronomy 25 and 19. "Therefore, it shall be, when the Lord Yahweh thy power hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about." It doesn't say that they're going to raise up on us after 1,000 years. No, we're going to receive rest, okay, from all of our enemies. Nate, all right, Nate, Bishop Nate from the IUIC. See, right, "in the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it." You see, and when you go into Genesis 36, when you go into the lineage of Esau, what you're going to find out, okay, is Amalek. He's the son of Eliphaz, man. Okay, Amalek is the chief house of Esau. And this sounds reminiscent to Obadiah 1 and 18 regarding them being blotted out. because it's one and the same. You see? They're gonna be joined in that judgment that we can read about here. That's why it's pretty much echoing the same thing here we got, because hey, Amalek being the chief house, hey, that's the head. You see, you take out the head, you take out everything underneath it. Right? You take out the body. Right? Obadiah, real quick. The book of Obadiah. Let's start at verse 17, and it reads, but upon Mount Zion, right, which that word Zion in the Paleo Hebrew is what? Tazayuan, which goes into monument or memorial. It's another way of saying Jerusalem, okay, which is a people before it's a place. And it consists of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, and the curses of Deuteronomy 28 are just one of the main factors that testify that's the truth. See? But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, right? Separateness. Okay, that word holy goes into separate, right? And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. You see that? So this deliverance is going to be upon Mount Zion, not upon any other nation, man. So this universal doctrine is bogus. This 501c3, Michael Brown, Vocab Malone, apologist doctrine. Okay, this is hey, it's Greek mythology, man. It's pretty much Greek mythology. Hey, the Lord's only going to deliver one nation of people. Out of the 18 nations, he only has one chosen nation, man. Okay, just like he has one favorite lily. Okay, he has one favorite pit, which goes into the land of Jerusalem, the land of Israel. You see? YAHAWAH Shem Yahweh Shai is only delivering his people. Anyways, let's go on. Hey, and it says what? And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and that includes you. Let's prove it. Let's continue on. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau, see that? The house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord YAHAWAH hath spoken it. See that? This is the end game for evil eating his lineage. This is why the scriptures go into how the Lord's going to cut off son and nephew, man. Go read Isaiah 14. It's also uttered in Job. You see, YAHAWAH Shem Yahweh Shai is going to pinpoint the lineage, man. Okay, going into the eradication of this nation, man. Hey, this is in the scriptures. Okay, let's continue on. For they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain, the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south. Right, hey, these heathen are going to be in complete subjection, man. And they're going to become possessions, man. Them and their land. Okay? And they're going to have to fulfill that 1,000-year captivity. See? That 1,000-year captivity you can read about in Revelations 20 and 4. Going into reigning with YAHAWAH Shai Mashiach for that 1,000 years. Fuck what Nate's talking about. Alright, now let's both subtract this out. And saviors, Obadiah 1 and 21. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion, right? The 144. Right? To what? To judge the Mount of Esau. See that? And the kingdom shall be the Lord's, Yahweh's, man. You see that? With all these nations, what? Under subjection. Upon YAHAWAH, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, raising up the tabernacle of David. Matter of fact, let's go here real quick. The book of Amos, chapter 9, and verse 11, and it reads, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as the days of old. And what was happening during the time of King David, our beloved warrior prophet king? Well, let's take a glance back into time, man. Real quick. We're going to come back here. The book of Second Samuel 8. This is just one area we can get it in. Believe it's also in Chronicles as well. Right, real quick. 2 Samuel. Yeah, this is what I want. Let me start at verse 10. Actually, I believe it's in Kings, not Chronicles. Salakia. Let me see. Yeah, this is what I want right here. Let's start here. The book of 2 Samuel, right? Chapter 8 and verse 10, and it reads, Then Toi, sent Joram his son unto King David to salute him and to bless him, because he had fought against Hadadezer and smitten him, right? And Toi and Hadadezer, those are both Syrian kings. And they were war often over land. Okay, right? For Hadadezer had wars with Toi, and Joram brought with him vessels of silver and vessels of gold and vessels of brass. Okay, let's continue on. Which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord YAHAWAH with the silver and gold that he had dedicated of all nations, which he subdued of Syria. Listen to this. This is when the tabernacle of David was raised up, man. Check this out. Let's read that again. Which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord YAHAWAH. Kahalayim la Yahawah Bashim Yahshai. It's 144. Where I'm at right now. Anyway, let's continue on. 2 Samuel 8 and 11. Which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord YAHAWAH with the silver and gold that he had dedicated of all nations. Which he what? Which he subdued. Okay, this is when the tabernacle of David was raised up. Check this out. Of Syria and of Moab and of the children of Ammon. Right, so Syria, them Syrians, the Moabites, them Chinese, right? And of the children of Ammon, them Japanese, right? And of the Philistines, them Africans, and of who? Amalek. See that? And of the spoil of Hadadezer, son of Rehob, king of Zobah. These nations were under subjection, these heathen, man. What else did David do? And David got him a name when he returned from smiting the Syrians in the valley of Salt, being 18,000 men. And what else did our beloved warrior king prophet do? Okay, during the time of the tabernacle of David being raised up. And he put garrisons, which are military barracks, man. Okay? And he put garrisons in Edom. See that? Throughout all Edom put he garrisons. And all they of Edom became what? David's servants. And the Lord YAHAWAH preserved David whithersoever he went. This is what's coming back. As a matter of fact, let's continue on in that. Amos is going to tell us that. Upon the tabernacle of David being raised back up like the days of old. Right? Let's get that in verse 12. Amos 9 and 12. That they what? May possess the remnant of Edom. See that? That's coming back. Esau's going to be a possession. Once again, when you possess something, what? Come on, man. Possess. Have as belonging to one. Own. Salakia. Let me go back. And we know these things, but hey.
Possess.
Right? Having as belonging to one. Own. See that? Have. Hey, be the owner of in one's possession. Be in possession of, be the possessor of. We are going to own you demons, man, in the eon to come. Just as you possess us now, just as you've had us, our forefathers, build up this wicked queendom, okay, for free labor, guess what? That's going to have to be paid back in full, all right, in the form of this 1,000-year captivity when you become a possession. And you're going to have all the hand and feet jobs, man. And you are going to be broken down with that rod of iron, man. See that? Let's continue on here. Amos 9 and 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom, which is the so-called white man, and of all the heathen. See that? And of all the heathen. So there's no there's no way around. There's no way to escape the reality of that 1,000-year captivity that you heathen got to serve. There's no way around it. You're going to be a possession. We're going to own you. How are you going to raise up against the nation that owns you, man? That has spiritual power. You see how that doesn't add up? Pursuant to the IUIC breakdown of Deuteronomy 20. I just got to keep throwing that out there, man. Through the spirit, right? Let's read this again from the top. I got to read it from the top. Amos 9 and 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen, which are called by my name, saith the Lord YAHAWAH, that do with this. So it's YAHAWAH Bashim Yahushai that's going to make this possible. You see, because remember, pursuing the wisdom of Solomon 6, he's the one that gives sovereignty and power, man. So he's going to ordain this. See, he's going to ordain you you heathen to build up our kingdom. You're going to build up that kingdom. Let's go get this real quick. Isaiah 60. You're going to build up the kingdom. Isaiah 60 in verse 10, it reads, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, right? The sons of strangers, you heathen. The strangers is going into you heathen, man. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. What does it mean to minister? To serve. See? For in my name, Salakia, for in my wrath, I smote thee. Right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua was angry with us because we went off. We greatly offended the Lord. You see? But in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And that's what's coming. Mercy. A game change is coming. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wasn't going to keep us on punishment forever. Right? Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night. That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, that their kings may be brought. You see? Servitude is going to be your middle name, man, you heathen. Starting with Esau Edom. Servitude is going to be your middle name. Right? Check this out. And if you refuse to, right, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. That's what's going to happen if you try to raise up. Okay? If you try to deflect, okay, what you're being demanded to do. And how is it going to be executed? Through that rod of iron. Let's close out right here. Revelation chapter 2. In verse 25, and it reads, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. This is red letter. Right, we have to hold fast to the faith, that we have the belief, right, the understanding, right? And he that overcometh and keepeth my work until the end, right? You don't lose patience, right? You don't become faint-hearted, right? You don't go back into the world, right? To him will I give power over the nations, man. Who are these nations? Somebody's going into captivity. Hey, like the beloved Elder Kazak said, I heard one video, he said, hey, somebody's going into captivity, goddammit. And that's on everything. Somebody's going in chains, man. Somebody's going to have to lay down them gold roads that we read about in Revelation. Somebody's going to have to build up these precious cities and structures made of precious stone. Who's going to do that? We just read it in Isaiah 60. And here's the point. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. You see that? And when you go, real quick, we'll close out right here. When you go into that word, for those of you that don't know, when you go into that word, rod of iron, real quick, check this out.
Strong's G, 4464, Hrabdas.
Right. When you go into this word, rod of iron, right? When you go down to the biblical usage, check this out. When you go down to definition B-I, right? Or the first one, under B, what's it say? when applied to kings, right, which we're going to be, right? Aren't we going to be kings in the kingdom to come? With a rod of iron indicates, right? This is what it indicates. The severest, most rigorous rule, man. So this is what the heathen have to look forward to. Hey, so yeah, there's going to be violence in the kingdom, man. All right, don't let your don't let your neighborhood pastor play you and lie to you and tell you it's gonna be angels with halos around their head and everyone's gonna be, nah, man. Hey, there's gonna be violence in the kingdom, man. That's what that rod of iron goes into. You see, because that first 1,000 years, the earth has to be whipped back into shape. You see, and these heathen nations must be corrected. Okay, from walking the path of wickedness, which they're all doing now, to walking the path of righteousness. They're going to be conformed to the Bible. They're going to be conformed, okay, to the ways of righteousness, whether they like it or not. Why? Because YAHAWAH is going to ordain it. And ultimately, after that 1,000-year process, right, the earth is going to be once again a paradise. You see? And these heathen are going to appreciate the rulership of Israel, man. Okay? And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is not going to be able to join them in their burial, pursuant to Isaiah. You see? As we just read in Deuteronomy 25, as it echoes in Obadiah. All right? This man's going to be blotted out. The wicked will never be renowned, man. All praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halaliam La Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Shalom.